Hey there, friends. How's it going? If you or someone you know is dealing with gallstones, you've probably wondered, what the heck can I eat? Well, buckle up, because in this video, we're going to dive into the nitty-gritty of a gallstone-friendly diet. First things first, let's talk about the foods you should avoid, like the plague. Trust me, your gallbladder will thank you. Then, we'll focus on the good stuff, the foods that will help you manage those pesky symptoms and keep your gallbladder happy. But before we get started, let me give you a quick rundown on what your gallbladder actually does. This little organ is like a storage unit for bile, which is produced by your liver. Bile is like a soap for your digestive system, helping to break down fats so your body can absorb them more easily. Your gallbladder is like a bile reservoir, releasing it when you need it most. The problem is, sometimes the composition of bile can change, causing tiny crystals to form. Over time, these crystals can clump together to create gallstones. And let me tell you, these stones can be a real pain, literally. They can cause your gallbladder to become inflamed, a condition called cholecystitis, or even block the duct that carries bile from your gallbladder to your intestines, known as cholelithiasis. If left untreated, gallstones can lead to some serious discomfort and may even require surgery to remove your gallbladder. But don't worry, you can live a perfectly normal life without this little organ. Now, let's get to the good stuff. The foods you should avoid if you have gallstones. First on the chopping block? Dairy. I'm talking about anything that's not completely skim. So, say goodbye to whole milk, cheese, and yogurt. These high-fat foods can trigger gallbladder attacks and worsen your symptoms. Next up, fatty meats. I know, it's a tough one. But you'll need to pass on the sausages, pâtés, and other high-fat meats. The reason is simple. If bile helps your body break down fats and you have gallstones, you want to eat a low-fat diet to reduce bile production and slow the growth of those stones. Freshly baked bread is another no-no. As delicious as a warm baguette might be, this type of bread can expand in your stomach and intestines, causing discomfort and aggravating your gallstone symptoms. If you're going to eat pasta, make sure it's well-cooked, not al dente, for the same reason. Whole grains and legumes are also off-limits, especially if you usually eat them with fatty add-ins like ham. And while we're talking about vegetables, you'll want to avoid the gassy ones like cauliflower and cabbage. These can make digestion more difficult, and the goal is to keep things moving smoothly. When it comes to fruit, steer clear of anything that's not fully ripe. Those slightly green, al dente fruits can also cause digestive issues. Now, let's talk drinks. If you're a tea or coffee lover, I have some bad news. You'll need to cut out those strong brews, even if they're decaf. Same goes for energy drinks loaded with caffeine or guarana. And I probably don't need to tell you this, but carbonated drinks and alcohol, they've got to go. Lastly, watch out for processed snacks and pastries. These treats are often loaded with sugar and fat, which is a double whammy for your gallbladder. Okay, now that we've covered what not to eat, let's focus on the foods that can help you manage your gallstone symptoms. When it comes to dairy, opt for completely skim products like skim yogurt or kefir. Just make sure to avoid aged cheeses and high-fat dairy items. For meat, choose lean options like white meat or pork tenderloin. Avoid fattier cuts like pork shoulder or ham. Eggs are okay in moderation. Aim for 1 or 2 a day, and consider removing the yolk from one of them. Boiled or poached eggs are a great choice. Potatoes and legumes are generally safe, as long as you steer clear of the gas-producing varieties we mentioned earlier. Fruits are also on the menu, but opt for very ripe or cooked fruits. Baked apples or fruit compotes are easier to digest and can provide energy without overtaxing your system. Now, you might be wondering about fats. While you should limit your fat intake, you don't have to avoid them completely. Focus on plant-based fats like olive oil, but use them sparingly. Other vegetable oils like soybean oil are okay in small amounts. When it comes to grains, choose toasted bread over freshly baked. The toasting process makes the bread easier to digest and less likely to cause bloating. As for drinks, water is your best friend. You can also enjoy clear broths and light teas, but avoid black or red teas. Stick to mild green tea if you need a little variety, and try to skip the sugar if possible. Well, there you have it, folks. Your guide to eating with gallstones. I hope this information has been helpful. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more health tips and advice. And if you're looking for more guidance on managing life after gallbladder removal, check out our video on post-surgery nutrition. We've got you covered. Thanks for watching. And until next time, Take care of yourselves and your gallbladders. See you soon.